from the crossroads of America. We're at the center of Indianapolis, Indiana, as we get a look here at Lucas Oil Stadium. An undefeated start against a winless Skid. Let's see if this week goes chalk or if it's an upset brewing in week 4. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Reed now in motion left. Opening play, and Bo will throw. That's reeled in by Jayden Reed. This is ahead for about 5. Tackle made by Cameron Curl.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From the 35 on 2nd down. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
They kick the running back in motion. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here we go on 4th. Nix. He puts some power on a deep one left. And they won't do it. So that ball's incomplete on 4th down.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings, because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There was not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
19, Tiger, 19, head to 60, head to 60, Mustang 19.
Love throwing to start us off. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good for a gain of 5. Brought down that time by Kendall Fuller.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
70 Lion. Check, check, check. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
Shotgun now for Love. Oh, try forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. That's Cole Bishop. And the Steelers have it as he records the first interception of his young career.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Nix off the play action. That throw finds Jamar Chase. Give him 24 on that play. And that's a Steelers first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
All set up now for 1st and 10.
79 Bronco. Shut up. Check up.
Nix from the gun. This one taken in by Chase. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
He's on the move. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
And wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season, but for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point. Now, probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Ready? Striking 18. Hut, hut.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Working quickly here. On 1st and 10, here's Love. On the move, headed right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they take him down right along the 30. Offense up to the line fast. Loves to throw again. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Offense in the hurry up here. Trying again following the sack. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
They send the tight end in motion. 3rd and long, here's Love. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Marquise Bell making the play. And the Steelers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
And what a huge bonus on top of the takeaway. Not only did you steal the possession, but you immediately, Kate, flip this field and give your teammates a golden opportunity to punch it in for 6. And if they score quickly, well, it'll put that opposing offense right back out there, still reeling from that interception.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Play action with Nix. Hauled in left side. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal. Dobbins. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Give them 2 yards on the run, and that leaves them just inches short for third down.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on third and short.
Third and goal, here's Nix. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers parlay the interception into points. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football's going to be spotted at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Cougar 19.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Completes this one to Hill.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. They've got a man in motion. Thrown on first down, Love. Chark there to haul it in. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Love from the gun. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he's got it. That's a layup for a touchdown. The Colts will reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. Extra point converted by Gay. And the Colts get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. On the return, here comes Justice Hill. What a hitch, and the ball's loose. And the fumble recovery is made.
Awareness, awareness, awareness. So critical in so many phases of the game. And in this phase, in the special teams phase, it's not just hitting blocks and clearing the lane, but in this case, recognizing the fumble and most importantly, keeping that possession.
Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad.
The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on second down. You're trying to create a manageable third down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
First down throw. Here's Love. Catch made by Chark. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Ready to... Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Love on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Working quickly here. Working inside the red zone. He has the Indianapolis touchdown. Now the second time we've had the privilege of calling a touchdown pass to him in this opening half, Brock, and you're starting to get the feeling that he isn't done yet.
Well, but defensively, Kate, you got to do something different. It's kind of like a pitcher who gives up a home run and then a second home run to that same guy. You are not going to give him a pitch to hit, and this defense has got to start taking this receiver away.
Here's Greg Dortch with the return. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. They connect on the deep shot. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. How about a big hitter, 34 yards there and a new set of downs. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Nix with it on 1st. Throwing this back in the end zone. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The Steelers just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
He's throwing for it. And he reaches the end zone, so they'll be up to a 7-point lead. Well, it may be stating the obvious, partner. I do that sometimes often, but tight ends, such a mismatch this close in. And no surprise, they went his way for that 2-point conversion.
Yeah, it's one of those guys, security blanket. Whether he's designed read or not, this quarterback knows that tight end's a great outlet. Why? Because often they're bigger and they're stronger. Even if they're double teamed, there's still that chance to get that entry pass like a great post in basketball, and they know how to finish.
So march it forward after they accept the penalty.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. Now Greg Dortch going to bring it out of the end zone.
Recovered by the receiving team.
Right to the air goes Nix. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jamar Chase with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go, set.
Love looking to throw it. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 59 yards. And the Colts are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. To throw, here's Nix. Looking deep here for Chase. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jamar Chase. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40.
Let's go.
In motion, the tight end.
Chap 60, chap 60.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Looking left side, and it's complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Throwing Nix. Looking deep here for Chase. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jamar Chase doing it again with his third touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And now Love going to change things up. The give is to McLaughlin. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Colts had 0-3 here to begin the campaign, and you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Now Love. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Throwing. Love. Flush to his right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Love. Forced out to his left. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. To throw now. Here's Love. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Love now. Sharks got it, left side. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Love. They still can't. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Nix to the air.
And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
They're going. It's Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. First carry now for Justice Hill. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Second and 10. Now it's Nix.
Open man here is Conklin.
On the move past the 40. Look at the big man rumble.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Tyler Conklin, 65 yards.
And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Back to throw. Love. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
On the handoff, McLaughlin.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Love, he's going to change the play here.
It's now 3rd and goal.
70 range, go!
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Well, they're going to try this thing. They're at the 5, 4th and goal. They're going to go for it. We'll see. Run, probably pass to.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Steelers are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, Charles, certainly circle that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said give me the analytics. And the analytics said go for it. Didn't work out.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
That play over before it got anywhere thanks to Christian Wilkins.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw is Nix. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
Here's Nix. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Nix to throw again.
Eluding the pressure right. He finds his man complete. That's Reed. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Again, he'll drop to throw. They set up the screen to Hill. And a good display of footwork will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Bo Nix
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Steelers take a 3-touchdown lead.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Colts 14. Jake Elliott.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
19 tight, 19 tight. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Dragon 60. Buffalo 18. Go.
Another try after the first down sack. Love. This short pass into the hands of Njoku.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Love from the gun on third down.
That's into the hands of McLaughlin.
Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
18, 5 here. Shut up.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Come 19, come 19. 19 light. Ready.
Love looking to throw it. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
This 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
In motion, Hill.
Trap 60, trap 60. 7 Pirate. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Tyreek Hill as time expires in the first half.
And the Colts are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, They're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On play action. Love to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. Throwing. Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
At the 38-yard line.
Working out of the gun. Love. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. To throw now. Here's Love. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Love now.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Off the play fake, Nix. He will find his man Chase complete.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down, Steelers.
To throw, here's Nix. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 17-yard line. That last catch, a big one. It puts him officially right at 300 yards receiving. An amazing performance we're witnessing.
Out route, and it's complete to Brown.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up second down.
Dobbins running out of the gun.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Jayden Reed,
an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Steelers are able to add on to that lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Colts 21. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Check. 79 Bronco. Come 19 Lion.
Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I know that we've seen their share of struggles, and the quarterback's been hit a few times in this game, but this one can't be put on the offensive line. They gave him plenty of time to throw the football. I think ultimately he has to be a lot more decisive in his decision-making and get rid of it and find an open target.
Love to throw for it on fourth. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now it's Nix.
Caught on the right side, Reed. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Throwing Nix.
Flushed out. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Bo Nix
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
70 range, Panther 11. Ready.
Now Love. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Steelers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a 3rd interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a...
He's got a man complete. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Jayden Reed.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Steelers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves. But we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Here's Love. Throw left side complete. That's McLaughlin. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be The final play of the third quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. In motion, Hill.
Mustang 19. 19, Pioneer. Check go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Come 19. Come 19.
Love from the gun. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
He'll take a shot for the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to let it go again.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10.
65 cat.
Love, they go play action now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On play action, here's Nix.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Adam Troutman,
his 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
18 Cardinal.
Operating from the gun. Love, flush to his right. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Love. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
They'll run. It's McLaughlin.
And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 40-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Well, Love wants to shift things around. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Colts first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Gay is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Well, I think the Colts got this. They did. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are 2 very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win. Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. Love looking to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up. In motion, Hill.
19 tight.
To pass. Here's Jordan Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And going deep for Hill. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Nix. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like, that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
They'll run with Dobbins. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. Nick's going to tap this forward. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Throwing. Love. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And now Love going to change things up.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
And now they'll audible to something else. On the ground, here's McLaughlin.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Love. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
19 Lions. Trap 60, trap 60. Hut, hut.
To throw now. Here's Love. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Gay is on for the point after. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Open man here is Conklin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
The rookie from Oregon on target with that one. It leads to a 1st down.
Let's go now.
Throw left side, complete to Chase. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it as he gets wiped out on that one.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Here we go.
To throw, here's Nix. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Colts are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
19, 18, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Hey, 70 race,
Love now. Sharks got it left side. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Hurt. Go, Reed. Go. 60 Maverick. Ready.
Looking to throw. Love. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recovering. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of...
And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest. The kind of